Okay, so recently I've been looking at the Xenoverse 2 gameplay, and Rumstyle already pretty much stated this in one of his videos, but I'm gonna express my concern over this. So, when the Xenoverse, like some of the first gameplay of 1v1 or some shit like that, like they were doing local matches whenever the first sort of 1v1s came out and all that. I noticed that you could see your opponent's stamina. And alright, I passed it through. I told Mars and Code about this, but they was like, it's just to look at their opponent because it's a local battle, and that's how it is. It's the same thing as Xenoverse 1, and they're right about that. When it's a one player versus two player like that. But I also noticed that when they was fighting like one player versus a computer, I noticed that it still showed the other opponent's stamina. Like it still showed the computer stamina. And if you fight a 1v1 in Xenoverse 1, they did not show the opponent the computer stamina. You can technically see their key with the scouter. The number, like there's a big number, then there's a little one, that's the key. But it showed the stamina, it showed the bars, it showed the key bars too. And I'm a little worried about that. I'm assuming it will show the Z-Soul whenever it activates as well. And that concerns me for many reasons. Now, I know that was that early and Rhymestyle confirmed it, and it's still doing that. So I know they've been playing the demo, and it might even be in the beta, which I'll be very concerned about. But if it's not in the real game, then that's good, that's good. But I'm gonna express why I think this is a very, very fucking bad thing. So a major part in Xenoverse was strategy. Whenever majority of the times you would bait your opponent in thinking that you had or didn't have stamina. And then you would benefit off of that because you would trick them, and then you could counter them, and then you could fuck them up, and vice versa. That was a good part in Xenoverse. The strategy, you couldn't see, you had to actually be skilled because you didn't know what they were about to do. But with Xenoverse 2 and the way it's looking, knowing how many stamina bars your opponent has it's gonna change it. Because if, like on Xenoverse, if you can't see the opponent's stamina bar. So if they rush in while you have full stamina and they don't have any, they're gonna get fucked up in the end, majority of the times. But if they rush in while you have no stamina, there's still a chance that you can fake their ass and thinking that you have stamina, and they'll do a back hit thinking you're gonna vanish, when in reality you don't even have stamina to vanish at all. So that's part of the strategy. But in the way they're making Xenoverse 2 look, if they are able to see your stamina, that means they can just wait. They can kind of not really wait, but if they see you have like only one bar of stamina, they can rush in. But if they see you have more than that many bars, they'll know when the back hit, they'll know when it's more logical to back hit. It's just taking more of the skill and strategy out of it, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying this is something that I'm deeply concerned about, because if it's really necessary to all the good players that's playing Xenoverse 1, it's just gonna benefit us even more, because we could fuck you up and know what you're about to do without even knowing how many stamina bars you had, and we just knew it based off our knowledge and our experience alone. I mean, it's not gonna really fucking change much for us, but it's just gonna take some of the skill out of it. It's just gonna become a whole lot less, I'd say, strategic and tactical. Cause eventually, like, I can adapt to it, I can adjust to it. It just not really as enjoyable as it would be, in a sense. I'm not saying the game's gonna be shit just because of that one thing, but the PvP aspect, it's just gonna kind of be run out. I can't really explain it, besides saying that it'll take more of the skill out of it. But that's just my opinion on it. That's my little distress about it. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for hearing out my opinion. If you somehow don't like it, feel free to flag the video like I always say, and have a good day.